In today's video, I'm going to review a landing page for a business coach with the ultimate goal of helping her increase sales volume for a digital product. These audits aren't built for comfort, but for growth. So I'll be very direct and provide actionable tips on how to increase conversion rate. If you want me to do this for your business, I can review your funnel, your website, or your landing page and provide actionable feedback. Confidentiality is very important to me, so I won't share any personal or business details or numbers. Let's jump into it. The first things I'm looking at is understanding who your target audience is. Who's this landing page for? And a good landing page should clearly communicate three things in the first 3 seconds. Who's this for? Why should I care? And why should I listen to you? This page is failing at that because it's unclear whether it's targeting busy moms or male professionals. Your above the fold content, remember, is the most critical. The copy should speak directly to your specific audience. Quick tip here, you could include a "Is this for you" section just below the first fold to help people self-identify quickly. Moving on, another big improvement area is positioning of the offer and the price anchoring. Currently, your pricing shows it's $27 down from $145, which it's okay, but it's a weak price anchoring strategy. Instead, what I suggest is introducing a high-priced and high-intent option as your primary offer. For example, book a one-on-one stress recovery coaching session at $350 or download my recovery toolkit for $27 down from $145. By showing both options, the $27 offer then appear like a steal, right? People think I will start with the $27 and maybe do the one-on-one session later because I don't know a lot about you right now. This is proper price anchoring. And if you want to double down on that and you want to have more control over the percentage split between the one that choose the $27 product versus the $350, is that you could include a discount of your $350 session inside the $27. So people will clearly understand that that's the best option. And if you worry about losing conversion on the $27 products, then you need to ask yourself, if you lose 8% conversion rate on your $27 product, but you are making a $350 sale, how many of $27 products do you need to sell to make up for the $350? Another important thing when looking at this page is to understand that when someone lands on your page, their decision is driven by three core levers: emotions, evidence, and logic. Emotion is the most important element. 40% of your content should leverage emotion triggers. This should be negative triggers like fears or talking about discomfort, but also positive triggers. Moving on, the second lever is evidence, which you achieve by leveraging social proof in the form of testimonials, text, or videos. Of course, videos are more powerful, but also showing star rating, saying X number of customers purchased this product. You can also show PR logos or mentions or PR quotes. You can also leverage third-party market trends or survey data, like 89% of executives experience burnouts in UK. Basically, providing supporting data from reputable sources. Remember, you don't need to invent numbers, simply search for it. And lastly, logic. So only 20% of your page should focus on the logic, which are the rational feature about your product or services. What's included, what's the process, etc. You don't need extensive explanations here. Currently, your page has the wrong ratio. So you have logic that takes up to probably 50 or even 60% of your page. Then you have emotion that fill another 30%, I would say, but you're emphasizing the negative emotions and you are barely covering the evidence side. So the balance is off and is killing conversions. Regarding evidence, you mentioned 200 people purchased these products in the past week. And also you mentioned down on the page, we help 1,200 people. But there's no evidence supported this claim because you only show 3 testimonials. I highly recommend you leverage your existing database to build more testimonials. Videos particularly are very powerful. So consider offering maybe a 1-hour free consultation to the people that provides you with a video testimonial. This will help you build assets that increase conversion rate on the page. The final part of my analysis concerns how you communicate about your story. So remember, people buy from people, they don't buy from companies. You, as the person behind the business, play a critical role. So your story matter, why you're doing this matter. When I review your brief about section, I notice several red flags. For example, you mentioned being a published author and a coach, but there's no way to verify this. I'd even include a link to your LinkedIn profile. Most people are against outbound links on the landing page, and I do understand the logic behind it. So basically providing links that bring people away from your landing page. However, in this scenario, for your about section, because you're not a guru that's been on television with 1 million followers, providing a link to your LinkedIn profile can be beneficial. So it won't detract conversion, it will simply increase confidence. Another important things in here, your story is crucial. Currently, you're not communicating why I should listen to you, and also I don't understand if you understand me and my situation. I can see from your LinkedIn profile that you've been working in IT for 20 years, managing large IT projects. And that's a very demanding and complex industry, right? So simply saying I work in IT for 20 years, experience multiple burnouts, and then build a system to overcome them, and I'm sharing this with you today, that will be a very powerful story. And lastly, we discuss how introducing a higher intent call to action can benefit the conversion rate for your $27 one. However, this take-free assessment call to action, which is a zero friction user journey, is actually detracting conversion power from your landing page. And there are many reasons why this is problematic. The first one is from experience. Whenever you try to give someone something in exchange for an email address, unless it's done in a strategic way, you're likely going to gain unqualified leads or spam leads. Another issue with this free assessment is that regardless of what someone select during the questionnaire, the results probably always lead to, yes, you're stressed and you need my product, which makes the assessment redundant. And if that's not the case, if someone land on your page because they're feeling burnout and they take the free assessment, and you tell them, no, you're not burnout, that creates friction and likely angry visitors. So I would suggest getting rid of this call to action entirely. In conclusion, you could implement many other improvements on this page, from introducing more visuals to also changing the way you approach them, especially in the hero section. However, these audits are not 1 hour long for everyone listening. I hope you liked the video and found it useful and maybe learn something new. Remember that I am building an online course on how to craft high converting landing pages easily and fast. So check out my links in the description, and thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.